Hey monkeys, this is a special live stream. So you're watching Guitar Quackery Live, the one and only live streaming guitar repair channel. Little guitar repair shop, and big things are happening at the little guitar repair shop here in New York City. Yeah, check this out. We'll talk about this. So why is this a special live stream? Because I'm streaming it to no one. I'm live streaming to myself. Because I need to test the equipment. And if it turns out to be working the way that I hope it will, then I will make this live stream public for replay. Now, what's happening here is an innovation. All right. So I am going to be offering a new service to customers. I already started offering it. So it's working, and I'm developing it. 3D scanning of guitars. Okay. And here you can see the guitar is on the workbench, and it's got some dots like this. This has some dots, and this as well, right? And this is for live. I'm not for live streaming, for 3D scanning. Now here we have a view. I set up this camera to show you this view. You see my multi-screen monitor right now, but you see I can change this multi-screen to show you whichever screen I want to show you. For example, right now I could show you this camera, which is this mirroring, right? Yeah, so that's interesting. So when I have it set up like that, see right now I'm not seeing the multi-screen, so it can be confusing to me for live streaming, which is why I want to put the multi-screen back so I know what you're seeing, if that makes sense. Because when I switched the camera to this view, I was still seeing this view from this camera. And I wasn't really sure what you were seeing. I mean, I was sure because I switched to that camera, but visually it confuses me. Okay. Now, what are we doing here with this scanning? Well, I already scanned a whole bunch of guitars, and right now I'm going to show you the scan of a guitar that I already scanned. So I have a switcher here as well, and here it is. Now you're looking at it, and I'm looking at it. So this is a Taylor guitar. I can't remember which Taylor guitar it is. It's Taylor 914 CE, okay? And as you can see, here I can adjust. So first of all, this is a 3D scan, right? So we're looking at it in 3D space. I scanned the entire guitar, just the top of the guitar. And as you can see, I can manipulate this in 3D space, and I can zoom out or zoom in. In this case, I want to zoom in and adjust it so that we can look at the soundboard. And this guitar, when it came to me, it was all dried up, and I had to rehumidify the guitar. So I didn't do a scan before rehumidification, but I did a scan after. And here you can see that it has this high area right behind the bridge. It shows in red, and then I can expand this to see how the soundboard deflection, basically the topography or the height elevation of the soundboard, right? It shows me that it's been corrected fully, right? There's another way of looking at this. I can also do this. This is now slicing through the highest points. You can see there on the fingerboard extension, it's also happening. And there at the back of the bridge right there, so we have that high point. And as I move this, I kind of see the same thing that I was seeing when I was doing the red, except, you know, it's just an alternate way of looking at it. And I can study the topography of the soundboard. In this case, that's what we're interested in. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how I scan a guitar. We're going to scan this one. This is a Martin HD28. I also rehumidified it. And this is going to be an experimental scan for the live stream, because during the scan, I actually need to turn off the internet access through my computer, as I'm using my computer to connect to the Wi-Fi scanner. So I haven't figured out how to maintain the internet on the computer, connection to the internet, as I switch the connection to this scanner. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that the developer made it that way. I try to get help through their chat, and it hasn't been the best experience, to put it mildly. So now I'm going to turn on this scanner. As you can see, this lights up right there. So this is actually a handheld scanner. You see, it detaches from this base that normally you would hardwire into the computer. But I will also be doing the scanning work on my workstation outside, which is where I have the neck jig when I do a level crown polish. And I want to be able to do it from a distance, so I don't want to have a long cable, which is why I bought this. So here is now where we're testing this. Once I switch the connection, the Wi-Fi connection, from this Wi-Fi here to this, I might stop streaming. And the other thing that's confusing me is this computer is also hardwired with an Ethernet cable on the switch, which is connected to the router and all that. So why is it using a Wi-Fi? I don't know. I don't know enough about computers. So now, on the count of 3, I am going to switch. 1, 2, 3. So here, it switched. And now I'm going to have to watch the replay at 6 minutes. Is that it? No, I'm sorry. 8 minutes and 20-something seconds. And if the replay worked out, that means that I can do this live, okay? And if it didn't work out, then I will not publish this live stream live, and I'm going to have to figure out how to do it. So now, let me start a new project here. So I name my projects by the last 3 digits of the order number, 424, and it's going to be a Martin. So 424-Martin-HD28. Okay, and now I OK it. So now I can take this and I can put it on that screen. Can I? So first of all, okay, this is confusing to you because what I'm doing is I'm looking at the screen here. So hold on. And this screen that this camera that I'm looking at actually has a teleprompter. And I should be able to put this there. And now I should be able to switch. So now you're seeing the screen of the application, right? And here I'm going to set up the resolution to the best possible resolution for scanning. and then click scan. All right. That's about it. And now, if I switch to this, and if I put this on the screen there, you're seeing this now this way, okay? And here, now I come here, and you can see the scanner, how it's scanning over there. So I'm going to start scanning the guitar. And this will take a few minutes, but you can see nicely on the screen how that guitar starts to appear. So I'm going to continue doing that. And now I just switched again the camera. So wherever you see green is where you have a full scan, okay? Now the pickguard is dark and it's not showing up, but we're gonna have to change the exposure for that. And in fact, let me pause the scanning here, and I'm going to change the exposure as we speak. So the exposure is gonna be set up here. Okay, I'm just going to bump it up like that, because I know this is what it's going to end up needing. And now I'm continuing my scan. And now I should be getting some of the pickguard. It's starting to pick up the surface of the pickguard. It is also possible to use a scanning spray. And I do have a can of the scanning spray. It's not supposed to damage the finish, but I need to actually do a few tests before I start testing it on customers' guitars. Okay, so this is going to take a few minutes. Now, I also want to start scanning the neck. And you see that bar on over there on this side. Again, if I show you the screen, you can see how I need to pay attention to that to adjust my distance. So it's also scanning the surrounding area. This guitar is now at full string tension, and we also can use this scan to measure the neck relief. Well, all sorts of things. So I am actually going to soon publish a video on the main website explaining, you see, a nice blue laser lines you can see here that will explain all the possibilities that are now available with these 3D scans. Technically, you can even print the guitar on a 3D printer from this scan. It also gives me the opportunity to archive my work. So I just got this scanner, and these guitars have already been rehumidified. So in the future, I will be able to, you see, it's coming out nicely, to archive the scan before I do the work and then after the work. Now, I will charge an extra fee, but some customers right now will be lucky, like this customer isn't paying for the scan because I'm still doing the research and development of this new system. Now, I guess I could even stop this scan right now. That pickguard still didn't scan too well. And sometimes I lose tracking. So this is why there's that error message. I'd like to get a little more of the pick guard. So now if I hit it with that spray, which again is supposed to be harmless, you know, it shouldn't damage the finish. And I believe it's not going to damage the finish, but I'm not going to do it now. So here is the guitar. Look at that. You can kind of see it in 3D space, in virtual 3D space. Very neat. Okay, now I am going to stop the scan. This is it. And what I can do is I can go over to this screen. And so again, this screen has a teleprompter, and I see what I'm about to show you. This is what I see inside of that screen. So here I can rotate this scan, and if I think I'm happy with it, I can just save it. I don't think that I need to really get a good scan of that pick guard. I think I'm happy with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it. So by clicking this button right here, yes. And as you can see, it's processing. So this takes a minute. As you can see, this goes pretty quickly, actually. And next thing that I need to do is, so this is now the scan, the actual scan, right? The raw data. So if I rotate it like this, I want to delete all the information that I do not need. And this is fairly easy to do. I have a tool like this, selection tool. Just go around. So I am now selecting the workbench, basically, like this. It should turn red. Oh, it should have turned red. Why didn't it? See, I think that this software might have some bugs. I don't know. Let's try again. Why didn't it turn red? And that's really annoying. Let's select this. Okay. So let me reset the view. And do it again. You know what? I just realized I think I was clicking, pushing the wrong button on the keyboard as I was trying to do the selection. I'm supposed to click the Shift key. So let's do it again. Okay, so now I push down the Shift key, and all this is going to turn red. Okay, like that. And this is what I'm going to delete now. So here it goes. Boom. And I basically want to clean up my scan before I render it, because this is useless information. And I just want to get rid of it. So, all right. I'll tell you what. I'm not going to do this now. So now I can actually disconnect and reconnect to the internet. There you go, here on my computer. And hopefully this change of Wi-Fi connection did not actually interfere with the live stream, because my switcher is supposed to be streaming regardless if my computer is connected or not. At least that's what I think it's supposed to be doing. And I will soon find out. I don't have any viewers. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Okay, friends. So this is it. So this is kind of like an announcement that's kind of happening on the live streaming channel before I make the official announcement on the main channel. But there's going to be an official announcement on the main channel. And then if this live stream worked out, I will make it public after I announce this whole business of 3D scanning on the main channel. And then I will continue to do 3D scanning live whenever I do it on this channel. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. Anything else? Nothing else to say. So thank you very much. Click like if you liked it. And if you didn't like it, just find another channel to watch. What can I tell you? And I'll see you soon, I guess. Bye-bye.